Aaron's gone all quiet now. It's recording.
I know.
Stop.
He's nervous.
I'll focus on the rugby, man. 4-point game, very good game, you know.
God, turn it off. If I can't watch the rugby, you can't either.
Welcome to the UK's newest Motorsport podcast. You're listening to From the Banking with me, that Marshall fella, Amber in Orange, and the Cadet Marshal. If you're looking to see what goes on behind the scenes at UK Motorsport, this is the place to be. Let's go racing! Hello everyone and welcome to the first ever podcast from the Banking. 2026, Happy New Year to everyone. Thanks all for coming along. We're live. Well, we're not live now. We've recorded it. We're on Spotify. And we're going to try and get it out on quite a few more platforms as we go. I am joined by Amber in Orange and that Cadet Marshal. Say hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
As you can tell, this is the first podcast. And I'm looking at the camera here as if I'm recording it for YouTube, but we're not recording it for YouTube this time. We're just going to do some sound recording for the next couple of podcasts. Hopefully going to YouTube and stuff like that later on, if I can get Aaron and Amber to agree to it. But we'll see.
Sure. Why not?
Stuff it might as well.
Aye,
Yeah.
never know.
We've put enough embarrassing on the internet, so
That's very, very true. So we thought for the first ever podcast, we thought that we would kind of introduce you to us. So I'll go first, guys, if that's all right.
Yeah, go on, after this.
All right, printed. So you probably know me as that Marshall fella on TikTok. I suppose everybody else knows me as John or Holyu Kamiya. 3 kids, 1 grandkid. Been a motorsport marshal since 2011. Got into it. I was at the touring cars in 2011, and there was a lady. She still marshals actually. Lynn Perkins. Her and her husband were in a gazebo at the bottom of Hairpin, and I was quite interested in it, so I went down. I filled out a wee form, and from there, that got sent away to Motorsport UK. The license came through. I went to Knockhill in the following March, and I'm still there for my sins. I've basically done, I suppose, every kind of discipline in marshalling from trackside that you can probably think of. Although I've not done assembly. Aaron, I'll leave you to describe that in another wee video. So I've done from trainee, grade 1 track, I've done flag, I've done IO, I've done post chief, I've done everything like that. Marshaled different circuits around the country. Haven't been around the world yet. We're kind of hoping that Amber gets into Zandvoort this year. That looks like it's going to be a good one. Amber, what do you think?
oh my god, I'm hoping I get in because obviously it's the last ever Dutch Grand Prix that's being held at Zandvoort, and
Yeah.
it's just going to be absolutely incredible. You're going to be a part of history, and Zandvoort is such an iconic track in my opinion. And you know, it's the home of the Orange Army, not the Marshall Orange Army, Max Verstappen's Orange Army. And
You know, much one want to be.
if you want to be, yeah, we'll fit right in. And from what I've seen when I'm watching Zandvoort on telly, it just looks like an absolutely incredible experience. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. But that's really, I haven't had any international experience. I think the closest thing you can say to my international experience was marshalling Formula E 2 years in a row down in London, which again, absolutely incredible, really different from what you would expect at what we would call a normal club meeting, like you would see at Knockhill. It's all very strict, the FIA rules. John, you'll know all about that from Formula One.
Yep.
Aaron, you'll find out about it from Formula One. And the first time I went, it was a bit of a mind-boggling experience because I was so used to the way clubs run things, way Knockhill runs things. So that was a bit of a wow, this is new and exciting, but we survived and I went back this year, so it's fantastic. I think things to know about me, I think I'll just continue rambling. I'm Amber, known as Amber in Orange on TikTok. I have 2 cats. Eventually, when we do turn this into a video and audio podcast, you will probably see both of them appear at some point. And I will introduce you to them as soon as I can, as soon as they show up. I am a Motorsport UK Grade 1 Marshal. In fact, I did my upgrade from a trainee last year or this year at the first meeting in Knockhill, which is the 5th and 6th of April. Also, a fun fact off of that, my birthday is the 5th of April, and Oscar Piastri, the McLaren driver, his birthday is the 6th of April. So you can kind of understand now why I'm backing him in the championship, or I was backing him in the championship.
So you
But
was backing him, was that until he lost the lead, Amber?
yes, yes,
As a London
yes.
fan, I'm very happy with that statement.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. But sort of, yeah, we're not going to get into the whole McLaren debate
Yeah.
because it will just get me so angry and annoyed. So I'm going to pass it over to Aaron to talk about rugby.
Yeah, rugby. I watch rugby right now, actually. At the same time, it's quite interesting. Right, I'm Aaron. I'm quite new to TikTok and everything as a whole, to be honest. I wanted as cadet marshal, which if you've seen me, thank you, first of all. And second of all, yeah, that's who I am. Start marshal at Knockhill on the 5th, 6th of April this year. That was the first time marshalling. I I was I had like martial license 2024. I just didn't know how to get into marshalling, and then just randomly found out start of this year, of last year.
Can I ask then how you
just comes out.
were you registered to be a marshal, but you didn't know how to get in it?
Yeah, I'd done the stuff online to get my license and that, and then I just had no idea where to go from there. So I ended up getting to a point like end of 2024. I just emailed Not Kill and went like, "How do I do this?" And it just sort of
Ah,
pulled me onto it and found my way. But yeah, as my username tells, I'm a cadet marshal, so I'm in the 16s. I'm on the load off track, which is probably a good thing, to be honest.
No
So yeah, I'm in
comment.
the.
would you like to go trackside, or do you quite
I,
like an assembly?
Yeah. I'll probably do trackside when I get to the age where I can do it. Assembly paddock is fun though. I like the paddock during the touring cars because it was
Mhm.
just all day just telling people to move it away, which is kind of pretty good for me because I'm pretty loud as a person. So if you want to find me, that's where to find me. Assembly area or paddock. Uh,
The only reason I
yeah,
asked that was because that Marshall fella's kid on TikTok, by the way, everyone.
yeah. I
Uh,
wonder who that
Hey.
is.
she's not 18 yet. I mean, she started marshalling when she was 16, but she's never been in assembly. She's always been trackside.
Yeah, so I
I
was zoned
assume
out there. Yeah,
I assume
assembly.
that's because she's got you, John, and she'll be doing mainly either flagging or when the track is classed as safe, then
Anyone
she'll
up to
go out.
18 can only do that anyway, to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Um,
don't know
So
what.
although saying that, I did fill in the last ever form for her at the last meeting because by the time we
oh
go back, she'll
no.
be 18. So she can do it. She can go kill herself, and it's up to her.
Um, yeah, no, assembly is fun. I like it because you catch quite a bit of racing at the same time. You know, you're doing your job, you're catching the racing still. It's
Mm.
good fun. You get to sit and talk to the driver as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had a delay, I want to say in the May meeting with the Legends crash, had a pretty long delay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And upset.
Which
I
which
think it
which
was
crash was there not a few that day? I
Yeah.
think there might
There
have
were
been.
several.
uh the one on the start finish straight where one of the cars went slightly airborne, and
Right,
crashed
Oh
into
hiya.
one
yes.
side. Yeah, that one. So I think it was the C1s right next. So I was talking to one of the drivers who was in pole position for the race just for like 30 minutes while we were getting it all sorted. But I mean, it's the good
Mhm.
part about assembly and marshal as a whole, 'cause you get to talk to drivers, watch the racing, help out. No downside to it for me.
You've
I've been
you've
told.
actually
I might
probably
be it.
missed the most important thing about being in assembly.
Yep.
What? I'm
You
just
get to
what?
get you're first in line for your lunch.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, I'm in packed lunch, mate.
Do you not go into the marshal's hut and get your lunch in there?
No, I get bad lunches. I don't know
Oh
why. I just do it.
God, man. You get
Are
them
they
for
good? Like,
free, abuse them. Yes, they're good. Have you ever had a steak pie? Or any of the
no,
pies that we
I
get
don't
given?
like pies. I'll be honest. Yeah,
Oh
I
If you
know.
wow.
could see my face now, if you could see me and John's face, they're just our jaws are dropped. We're like, what?
Yeah. No, throw me a pizza and I'll be happy, but pies maybe
see,
not so much.
see, to be fair though, even if you don't go in there for your lunch, right? So obviously, do you know what you get in your lunch?
I think it's sandwiches and that you can get as well.
So you get like a
Yeah.
baguette, you get crisps, you get chocolate, can of juice, just that kind of stuff, right? It's all kind of fast food and stuff to try and keep your energy up during the day, right? It's all sugar stuff. But even if you don't get anything to eat, it's a great place to go for socializing. See if I'm speaking
Oh
to
yeah.
people and people that you've not spoke to for a wee while. It's really, really good for that. Aye. It's like I say, it's great for the socializing aspect.
Yeah.
The only thing is you are first out. You're first in, but you're also first out because you've got to be assembling them while we're still having our lunch.
Yeah.
And Amber can vouch for this as well. Knockhill isn't the only one, but it's one of the very, very, very few circuits that actually supply a lunch for marshals.
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
I believe it's only Croft that does it. Austin Croft. But I could be wrong.
Formula One, we got lunch at Formula One. And
but that's Formula One.
Cars. Aye. Touring cars at Silverstone, we got lunch as well. But I think
it's more
your club meets.
Aye. I think it's the MSVR, so Motorsport Vision Racing circuits, the likes of Brands Hatch, Donington, etc. They don't bother feeding you.
Yeah. I know, it's kind of
not to say a bad word against those two specific circuits or MSVR circuits in general, but there's a reason Knockhill is better.
Give us a lunch.
Yeah, but it is an expense, and it's an expense that the club in Knockhill have got to fork out every time there's a race. So I can see why they don't do it at every circuit.
Yeah.
Aye. So what do you like doing outside marshalling, Aaron?
Well, I play rugby. I'm actually, as a fun fact about me, I'm actually now, as of November 1st, 2025, a qualified match official in rugby. So I can go referee games in that now. I've not done one yet. As of the time of recording. Hope we've done some by the new year, but yeah.
See, I always think that there's going to be a lot of people that are hearing this. Might agree with me, might not agree with me, but how many players are in rugby, by the way, Aaron?
We get 30 on a pitch at once.
In a football game, right? Soccer, football, whatever you call it, there is 22 players on the pitch pretending to be hurt. Yet in rugby, there is 30 players on a pitch pretending not to be hurt. It's a proper game rugby.
Yes. That's why I've been told it growing up as well. It's brilliant. Just for Amber, by the way, watching the rugby, Italy just scored a try, so it's a good game.
Yay!
6 points went by. Very off topic there, but
well, on topic, it was rugby related, so
good point actually. Yeah, didn't think about
that. That's a good thing about doing podcasts is you can veer off in little directions and talk about whatever you want.
Exactly.
Yeah,
because we'll always come back to motorsport. We always will.
Yeah.
Aye.
I'm going to go off camera a second. I'm going to see if there's any people on this live just for a laugh. My camera's over here.
Yeah, John, I'm going to make you feel very old here.
You're one of them.
Yeah, John, I'm going to make you feel very old here, right? You said you started marshalling in 2011, right?
Let me guess, you weren't even born.
I was born in 2010.
So that makes me feel old, and I'm only 24.
I was at work the other day, and somebody was talking one of the schools that I work in, and one of the teachers, we were just talking about stuff, and we got into driving cars, and I was like, I passed my test in 1995, and she just looked at me, and I went, what is it? She's like, I wasn't born until 1999, and I felt really old then.
Yeah.
Oh God, I think that's one of the first things that I know often gets asked of me when I'm on a post with marshals that I don't know, is they look at me and go, how old are you? And I explain, I'm 24. They go, God, that makes me feel old. I think that was the first thing you actually asked of me, John.
Was that?
I'm pretty sure it was.
Well, you're literally only 1 year older than my oldest child.
Oh, Jesus. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
But that's what you got to look forward to, Aaron, when you eventually do get out on posts. It's just people look at you and go, you look young. How old are you?
Yeah. And I'm not saying that assembly is a bad area, Aaron, but the banter's slightly different when you're on post.
Yeah.
Amber nearly choked on a Red Bull there, everyone. I'd probably say it's a little bit more.
Not sponsored by Red Bull.
Aye. You could get a job at the BBC.
We try hard enough, then.
Other networks are available. Yeah, it's probably a bit more fruitful. But
That's a word for it.
yeah.
I don't even want to hear this, do I? I'll find out when
Nah.
I'm 16.
So you 15 now, or
I'll
you
save the
16 now?
stories.
I'm 14 now. My
14
birthday's
now.
in December, so
Yes, now I do feel really old. Wow.
Yeah, me too.
All I can say is, Aaron, you're the same age as my youngest child.
Jesus.
So we've discovered that John is our dad's.
But we've also, more importantly, we've also discovered that we have a wealth of ages on this podcast.
Yeah, we've got every
Yes.
generation.
Every
Yeah.
generation, aye.
From
From the youngest person starting out in marshalling to somebody that's probably been, I've only been doing it, what, 13, 14 years, something like that.
14 years.
14 years, aye. Which probably a lot of people would probably say makes me quite experienced, but in all honesty, you learn something new every time you're at the circuit.
Yeah.
John, I wouldn't class you as experienced.
No.
No, I wouldn't class myself as experienced either, and I've got the license to prove that I am.
What would you class as experience then?
It's a good question. I would probably say the likes of one of our, I believe he is a flag marshal's, Jim. He's been here since Not Killed did their first ever event almost 50 years ago. We find him
yeah, I know
mostly
Jim. Know Jim very well. Very
Yep.
nice fella.
I've got to meet this
Yes.
man. That's crazy.
Well,
He's
you see, every
incredible.
time you walk up towards the marshal's hut, you'll see him because he's the flag marshal in post one.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
okay, nice one. Um,
So yes, he would be the one that I would look at as experience because he's been there since day dot.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's got some incredible stories as well.
Okay. Aye. No. Completely get you. Completely get you.
Mm.
So has everybody else got anything else for the table for about them?
I've got an interesting story regarding my first event, which
for it.
didn't really happen. But so in 2024, when I was just trying to find out like where to marshal this, there was a sort of thing put out about Extreme E. Not, I think it was Extreme E, yeah. And marshalling for that. So my mum both signed up for it. It's down borders somewhere, I think. Can't remember where. But we're getting excited for it. You'll go to our first event, which probably isn't a great day for a first event, Extreme E, but hey ho, why not? So the day before, we're doing the sign on one or 2 days before online, and we're going through it, and we noticed, I can't remember exactly what it was, but there was something about being 18 or over to do it. And we had to check it out on us. And the day before I was meant to marshal Extreme E, I found out I couldn't actually do it for my first
Oh
event.
no.
So that's the closest I've come to marshalling a FI event. Honestly, probably a good thing I couldn't, because FI event being the first one would be a bit overwhelming, I'd think. But
I mean,
yeah.
you wouldn't be the first one. This year at Formula E, I had a little cadet marshal, Will, who it was his literal first or second meeting was Formula E, so he wouldn't have been the first. But
No,
Extreme E is an interesting one. I'm gonna turn off into this tangent because from what I've been told from other marshals, you're not really marshals, you're more crowd
Observers,
control
yeah.
almost. Yeah. Crowd control, spectator control, whatever.
Yeah, one of the things we were told on the run up to it was that if there was any sort of crash or anything like that, good stuff over here. As far as I remember, it was something on the lines of you couldn't actually go over and touch the cars. You had to leave it to the Extreme E
Yeah.
team to extract them, which honestly, it's quite. I think it's something like that for the touring cars as well, where you're not really meant to help out unless you're told to, or something on those lines. I'm not sure.
Well,
Also, I'm not
in
Yes.
the last lap of the last race in this year's touring cars at Not Kill, Mr. De Leon decided to break down at the entrance to the pit. And all you see is myself, that Marshall fella's kid, and Rodney trying to push this BMW up the hill. And then we literally just got it in time. The team came, took it the rest of the way. And if you watch it on the telly, she has to jump out of the way because the Focus comes up the pit and has to turn directly straight into the weighbridge.
Yeah. Oh God.
But yeah, it's kind of like that a little bit at Formula One as well, Aaron, to be fair. I mean, put it this way, last year I was every flag marshal is issued a flag colour. So you either got a red flag, a yellow flag, or a blue flag. And then you have the guy that's got the panel. So it's all individual. So I was allocated blue flags last year. So I was the blue flag marshal on Chapel, right?
Oh no.
Aye, we went for the briefing in the morning and we were told, just so you know, we won't be using any blue flags this weekend because it's all done by GPS.
Yep.
They have to have us there in case there's a power cut, as was determined by the last race. I think there was a power cut in the pits and there was a guy at the front of the pits waving the green flag. But I realistically got into the Grand Prix for nothing, got to stand at Chapel for nothing and watch the races for nothing and not even have to wave a flag.
I don't know if I'd be annoyed or happy with that, to be honest. Because you don't really marshal it when you get watch F1 for free, you know?
Do you know what, though? The problem we had this year at Formula One was we had a big screen directly across from us. Mm-hmm. So Silverstone being such a big circuit, you don't always have cars going past. So you're kind of looking at the screen of what's happening. The problem was we were focused on the screen and we went, what happened there? It was when Max Verstappen went off at the end of Beckett's.
Oh, the spun. Yeah.
So we look at it, what's that? What's that? It's and the guy starts waving the yellow flag. And we're just so invested in the TV.
Yeah. That happened to me the first year I ever marshaled touring cars at Not Kill. It was 2023. This was like my first proper meeting. I'd done the TCR Taster Day, but after that it was touring cars, so I was kind of thrown in the deep end. And I was at post 3, which is Duffus down into McIntyre, down into Leslie's McIntyres. I always forget what is it actually called. People know it by different names.
I don't know. They're like turn 4. What's called it Not Kill? It's the one I always forget. Because you get Duffus and you get McIntyre.
You get Duffus and then you get McIntyres and you get chicane, but there is a couple of things in between.
Yeah.
So as you come down to the bottom of Duffus, some people call that, is that Leslie's?
Yeah.
Used to be Leslie's, then into McIntyres, and then Butchers, and then chicane, and then Clark's, and then Railway, and then Hairpin.
I know the main ones. That's all I need to know.
Taylor's.
I'll be honest.
Yeah. It used to be Taylor's Hairpin. Then it was.
Yeah.
It was all to do with sponsors at one time, I think.
Yeah. McIntyre's used to be Scotsman as well, I think, or something on those lines.
I believe so.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah.
The chicane actually has a name. It's called the blackcircles.com chicane.
Yeah.
just keep it a chicane. Who cares about the blackcircles.com chicane? Just make it simple.
Wouldn't it be totally... It would never happen, by the way, guys. Never, ever, ever happen. But say this podcast really took off and we made hundreds and millions of pounds at it and we sponsored 2 corners. From the banking chicane.
From the banking hairpin.
And you could have individual corners like it goes down Duffus Step into the cadet marshal, down by Amber and Orange, up to the marshal fella, down to from the banking. That'd be brilliant.
That'd be
class.
Oh
God. I would love to hear David Addison try and spit those out in like record time. You know the madness of a first lap in touring cars.
Oh yeah,
I know. And I noticed it the other day, and I can't change it now because it's all done. But when I'm doing the re-intro things, and it's like a new podcast from, and then it's like from the bank, and it's like from twice.
Yeah.
But I'll figure that out eventually.
Right.
Thanks very much, Amber. Thanks very much, Aaron. Oh, you found your mute button, mate. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So yeah, thanks, Amber. Thanks, Aaron. That's been the first podcast from the banking. Please head over to the socials. So we have Facebook set up. You can search us on there from the banking. Instagram will be up very, very shortly. We are on TikTok from the banking and YouTube from the banking. There's nothing really on the TikTok and YouTube as yet. That will get built up over time, and then we'll probably just barge you full of videos and things like that. But if you wouldn't mind going over to the page, and giving us a wee like and a wee share, that would be absolutely phenomenal. I've done a wee TikTok live this time, and I think, I've actually got 17 people watching at the moment. 17 people that I've probably never met in my entire life. sitting here watching me in my games room, TikTok room, doing this kind of stuff. But no, everyone, thank you very much for listening in. Like I say, we're going to try and get a podcast out one a week if we can. But please, we do have lives. We do have things that we also have to do. So it may not be every week, but we will certainly try for every single week. So I think that's us for the first one, guys. What do you think? You had a good time?
Yeah, good fun.
Absolutely wonderful.
Brilliant.
When's the next one?
Say that again, Aaron?
Tomorrow.
When's the next one?
Aye. Luckily, this isn't like TikTok, so it won't be like you won't get a podcast every single day. But hopefully one a week.
Not yet.
Not yet. I like your enthusiasm there, Amber. Thank you very much. I like that. That's cool.
Welcome.
So I'm going to stop recording. We'll probably stay on Zoom for a couple of minutes, but I'm going to stop recording on this just now. Thank you very much for listening in, guys. And remember, Spotify, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. See you all next week. I hope you had a good Christmas and a happy New Year. And catch us all next week. Thanks.